What's goody? You too. It's your boy Drizzy here. And today's gonna be an anime themed episode. I know you guys seen the title, that I'm probably gonna title this in the thumbnail. But I don't really understand the hate that these specific two anime dads get. And I will be talking my points for both of them. And the two anime dads in question will be Goku and Naruto. Do I believe that they are great fathers? No. On the Naruto side. Goku, I will argue up a hill on this one. Goku is a pretty good dad in terms of anime standards. He's a pretty good dad. He's not terrible and he's not great. But to be honest, there is very, 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 very few great anime dads. Off the top of my head, I genuinely probably could name like maybe one. And the one that I was thinking about naming was Minato, and that is scaring me. Why can I not think of any anime dads? Because half the anime characters that you can name don't even have dads. So that's besides the point. But the arguments that a lot of the people use to discredit both Goku and Naruto for being a dad is typically usually one argument, and it's usually not very valid. And the reason why I say this is because it's typical stance of, I am someone that does this a few times when it comes to certain animes and trying to balance them. It's where I'll take real life logic, look at it, and be like, this is how this should work, right? Like, for example, for example, crocodile being weak to water. He's made of sand. It makes sense that he is weak to water because water hardens sand and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is what you guys are doing is you are taking the real logical version of how dads are in the real world and trying to equate them to an alien that fights a bunch of aliens and gods and a ninja who is the president of his village. You catch what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'm in the wrong place or the wrong time, but I don't know any aliens that are fighting aliens in the real world, and I don't know any ninja presidents. I don't. So the reason why this point is really, really, really important when it comes to stating why these two are not bad dads is because you gotta take into effect that they're not terrible dads. If Goku wanted to be a terrible dad, he would force Gohan to fight every day. Goku did not train him until he needed to. He did everything in his power to stop Gohan from fighting. He did everything in his power to stop Gohan from fighting. Gohan said, I wanted to be a scholar. You know what Goku did? He said, go be a scholar, young man. Go be a scholar. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. Go ahead, son. You go be a scholar. And before anyone likes to put out a point, Goku did not force Gohan to fight in the Raditz fight. Gohan did that himself. Goku did not force Gohan to fight. He did not even train Gohan for the Vegeta part. That was all Piccolo. And Piccolo is a great dad, don't get me wrong. But he did not train him for that. So no, he obviously was expecting him to fight because of the dire situations they was in. But Goku was dead. You cannot be mad at him for being dead. That's what I'm trying to say. You guys are mad at him for being dead. Like, bro, half you people that watch anime don't even have dads, myself included. That's wrong. I'm sorry. I have a dad, but my real dad is gone. He's over there in Narnia. My bad. I didn't mean it like that. Just in case you watch this video, I did not mean it like that. So what I'm saying is that you guys use these points that Goku is a bad dad because of specific things that happened and because of the torture placed upon him. Gohan chose to go to Namek. He chose to go to Namek. He knew what he was getting himself into. Well, he didn't know that Frieza was going to be there, but he knew what he was getting himself into going into space with Bulma and Krillin. Goku was injured. You could argue they should have waited. However, I'm almost certain, it was probably retcon later on, but I'm almost certain they had a specific amount of time to be able to, or at least the Earth Dragon Balls have a specific set amount of time you can wait before rezzing someone with the Dragon Balls. I'm almost certain this was retconned in Super, but I'm almost certain in Dragon Ball that was the thing. Like, you couldn't resurrect someone from really far back, but I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not going to say that I was right, but at least I think. I'm not certain on that. So that makes sense to me because they needed to get Piccolo back up before the Dragon Balls were gone forever. And my thing is that Goku literally told him to run away from Frieza. Like, as soon as he got there and Krillin died, he was like, Gohan, get the hell away from this before I go berserk. People take that out of context like he was gonna, fucking off his own child because he can't control his anger. No. I'm almost certain Goku is a lot more battle smart than people like to say he is. He definitely knew what was going to happen, and he was trying to get Gohan out of there for his own sake. Because if Gohan would have died, he would have went even more berserk, if you catch what I'm saying. Now, the main point, Cell arc. Yes, he did train him, but he was literally told from someone from the future he's going to die of a heart attack. So, I'll be honest, I'm going to train my son too if I know that everyone's supposed to die, including myself, to a heart attack. I'm just saying, the world's only protector. I'm just saying, everyone needed to be prepared for the androids. A couple people weren't, like Yamcha, but that's besides the point. Now, the whole Cell issue that everyone has is that he gave him a senzu bean and told Gohan to fight him. Now, you have to know that this is how I looked at this. Cell is a combination of all the Z Fighters' DNA, including Vegeta's. Now, what is Vegeta known for? Having a fuck ton of pride. If Gohan would have beat Cell at half power, I genuinely feel like Cell would have came back from the afterlife and called him a bitch. That's just my own personal stance there. I felt like it was a thing you have to do. Like, if you're gonna go play against, like, say for example, you're playing basketball and then someone's not wearing their right shoes or wearing slides, someone's gonna hold it above you. So I think Goku kind of wanted to alleviate that and also prove to the Z Fighters that Gohan was strong. However, it's also stated that Gohan went Super Saiyan 2 against Goku and put hands on him. Like, Goku basically lost that fight. So he knew Gohan was going to win. He had no doubt in it. And you guys are equating this situation, because it's a life and death fight, to Goku being a bad dad. It's really not in the grand schemes of Dragon Ball Z. It's not. Because life and death situations happen to them on a daily. So, in my opinion, how I equate this is that Goku is a very supportive dad to Gohan, specifically, not Goten, but Gohan specifically. He knew that Gohan was going to win this fight. So, basically, what he did is what any proud dad would do, is cheer him on. But he wanted to prove to everyone else that Gohan could have took this fight from the beginning. He needed Gohan to prove to... he also wanted Gohan to prove to himself that he is Gohan. He can choose what he wants to do in life. Gohan knew he needed to step up, and he stepped up. It took Android 16 going down, but he stepped up big. And you can tell that Goku is not a bad dad because Gohan has no animosity towards him. None. I think that Gohan, being as the smart scholar he is, if he had the idea that Goku was a bad dad, he would have animosity. That's just how it works. And you cannot blame Goku for being dead. That's just how it works. Goku never forced him to become a fighter. Anytime Gohan ever fought, it was of his own free will. He often chose to put him to fight. Now, is Goku a better dad than Piccolo? No. Is Goku a bad dad? Absolutely not. Now, the next character we have to mention is my boy Naruto. Now, in my own personal opinion, do I think Naruto deserves a seat at the good dad table? No. Does he deserve a seat with Shou Tucker? Fuck no. Excuse me. Huh? How do we go from that to that? I don't. Huh? Like, really? No. So the points that they like to make is that Naruto sent a clone to Himiwari's birthday party, and he doesn't spend a lot of time at home. Have you been with a dad that is a workaholic that goes to work all the time to provide and does everything? Like, my dad works like almost, well, technically 3 jobs, but it's really 2. And he's almost never home. You know what I never said? He's a bad dad because of it. I never said that because I knew what he was doing. I knew that he was providing. The reason why you guys state that he's a bad dad is solely because we have issues. Basically, everyone that watched Naruto from the beginning had slight family issues. I had issues when I first started Naruto because I didn't have a father figure. Now I do, and that's where I've grown as a person because of it. Now, the Himiwari situation. People like to state that, why did he just send a clone to work? You guys do realize that the Hokage's job is to settle civil disputes. Like, people from everywhere in the land of fire come to him to settle civil disputes. Like, you got into a fight with your neighbor and you get arrested or something like that, you go to Naruto to settle that dispute. Do you realize what would happen if, 1, he took a day off, or 2, he sent a clone to work and someone somehow found out? Tensions would rise. Tensions would literally rise. And I'm sure literally everyone in the village besides his own kids realized that. I'm just saying. As much as it seems terrible, you gotta think, bro. He's literally the president. He literally has to solve civil disputes. He cannot send a clone to work because if someone found out he was sending clones to work, some people are gonna get prissy with him. And does that make him a good dad? No, it doesn't. He's a workaholic. However, you also do gotta add into the fact that Hokage was literally his dream. And what teeters him on the edge of being a bad dad, to me personally, is when he truly got inaugurated into the Hokage throne. Because, in my opinion, if someone is able to achieve their dream goal, whether it be you want a new car, or do something like this, they're going to idolize or focus on it for what I say would be around 2, maybe 3 to 5 years. And the reason why I say that is because if he got inaugurated into the Hokage throne after the last movie and him and Hinata's wedding. I believe that was what, 16 or 15 years between that and the start of Boruto. If he got inaugurated then, he is a terrible dad because he definitely should have mellowed out and he obviously spend a little bit more time with his family as much as he possibly could. However, if he got inaugurated on that what, first couple episodes, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I've watched Boruto. But if he got inaugurated and Boruto was still alive, which if I remember correctly, there was an episode where Konohamaru had to step in for him because Himawari knocked him out with Gentle Fist, meaning that they were alive at this point, then I don't feel like it's that bad because he's still in like his first early years as Hokage. I think that he will eventually mellow out, which is what I've heard from people that watch Boruto is that he was only really distant for like one arc. So honestly, I think he'll continue to mellow out and spend more and more time. So I think that he'll regain not Shou Tucker levels of evil, which saying that he's on Shou Tucker levels of evil just sounds wrong. However, in my opinion, do I think he's a great dad and should be in the realms of any of the other great anime dads? Not really. I even think that like his dad is a little bit better, even though he sealed a demon fox inside of his own child. Um, so that's just my 2 cents on both these characters. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm sorry about ranting a little bit long on the Goku part, but it's because I don't understand why Goku's considered a bad dad. Like, there's so many better examples of dads that you guys argue are like, that would be like how you guys argue about Goku. Like, for example, early Endeavor is very, very similar to that. That's basically the whole reason why Dobby even is a villain. Which for you anime only fans, I'm so sorry. I may cut it. I may cut that out, but who knows? But I don't know. I just always found that Goku is a bad dad slander to be very odd. So I just wanted to give you guys my 2 cents. And I thought, well, we haven't done any anime related content besides what, maybe a tier list or two in a while. So that being said, I'm out. Peace out.